Hello, creatives. It's Jennifer Joy. I am the founder of this Facebook group, The Abundant Artists Unleashed, and I'm also the creator of the Unleash Your Creativity and Prosperity programs. And today I would love to talk about fear. Now, for those of you who don't know or who are new to the group, I am a master certified fearless living coach, which means that I really help people, and creatives especially, to overcome their fears of rejection, their fears of failure, even their fears around success. Now, today I've got some great sheets I'm going to be showing. Oh, good. And it's showing up even the right way. I never know with Facebook whether it's going to flip my words or not, but I've got some great content to share with you that all comes from my fearless living training. So let me introduce you to my teacher, Rhonda Britton. She is the writer, the author of this book, as well as I think 4 other books. They were New York Times bestsellers. And she is the founder of the Fearless Living Institute. We like to call it FLY. And I trained with her, 12, 13 years ago. And now actually I train coaches within her organization too. So hi, JJ. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you. This is Rhonda. And she really helped create this structure around how people can overcome their fears. And it's what I work on with private clients. So for me, I'm a person who does not like to look weak. All right. That's my big trigger, is I don't want people to think that I'm weak, and I don't want to think of myself as weak. So I have this fear around being weak. Now, if you came to me years and years ago before I went into the Fearless Living Institute and asked me if I was afraid, I'd say, not really, no, because my fear of looking weak means that I would jump in, you want me to go zip lining, I'm there. I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that I can do things. But what I didn't realize was that fear doesn't only apply to our physical fears, like, fear of small spaces, fear of looking weak, fear of looking incompetent. It's not only around those, it's really around these emotional fears as well, like fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of success. Now, what I learned, and have since read all about this and even learned brain science behind this, what I learned is that, here's your brain. What I learned is that your brain cannot tell the difference between a real threat or a perceived threat. So basically that means your brain sees a car racing toward you down the street ready to hit you. It sees that threat the same way as it sees the threat of being rejected or failing. It is that much. It cannot tell the real from the perceived, or the physical fear from the emotional fear. So it creates the same physical responses, often known as flight, fight, or freeze. And also, my teacher Rhonda likes to also add in fake. Do you fake it, like the chameleon, or the camouflage little doe or fawn in the woods, right? Hi, Barry. Do you fake it? Do you fight, flee, freeze, or fake when fear comes up? Now think about this. Think about what you're doing in your business right now or not doing, and where is fear causing you to turn away, to flee from it? Where is fear causing you to just freeze up, maybe go into overwhelm or confusion? Where are you faking, trying to people please, or not rock the boat in your family, maybe, or not rock the boat somewhere else? Or what was the other one? Fight. Oh, or fight. Maybe you're getting defensive about something. Maybe when you get feedback, it triggers your defensiveness. So again, your brain reacts the same way as if a car was headed right for you, ready to kill you. It thinks that the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of success, those big creative fears, the big 3, I say, it makes it like though that you're going to be killed. That's what it perceives those as, that big of a threat. So what happens when your brain perceives those fears? Because you're not going to be killed by rejection. It's no fun, but it's not going to kill you. You're not going to be killed by fear of, the failure or killed by success, right? Those are just emotional fears. But what your brain does is it sends your body into red alert. It sends it into red alert and says, no, do not proceed any further. And it does this by actually giving you physical symptoms of fear. So a racing heart, shallow breathing, sweaty palms, tingly scalp, tunnel vision, blood pressure increasing, a shot of adrenaline, and more. So here you are sitting down, ready to do your work or ready to open your shop. Let's say you're ready to open your brand new online shop. And all of a sudden, your stomach feels sick. And guess what? Wow, it really feels kind of bad. And I'm not sure I can focus on this shop today. That's your brain triggering a fear response. Digestion issues can very much be a fear response. And then what happens? You go, oh, you close the computer, you walk away from the shop. Maybe you get to it next week. Maybe you get to it next month. Maybe you don't get to it at all. And then fear, yay, fear's like wins, yay. So let me show you a little picture of that. I told you, I got all these images. I love it. All right. So here's your comfort zone, which we've talked about. We'll talk about a little more in a moment. This is your comfort zone. Now, your comfort zone isn't necessarily where you're comfortable. Like, you don't necessarily have comfortable feelings, but it's your known zone. It's your status quo. It's where fear says, it's okay hanging out in here, because if you step outside the comfort zone, you could have that rejection, that failure, that fear, that success, fear of success come up. So it's okay to stay small, to play safe, to hide out in your comfort zone, even though you might be sick of hiding out in your comfort zone. So fear goes all around the comfort zone, trying to keep you stuck and safe. Anytime you try to move outside that comfort zone, it's going to create that distraction. The mental distraction, the physical distractions that lead you to fight, flee, freeze, or fake. So fear is using your body, your emotions, your thoughts against you to try to keep you in that comfort zone. And again, it's all about trying to keep you safe because, excuse me, I have hair in my face. Because if it were really a car, which again, your brain can't tell the difference. If it were really a car racing at you, you want that fear response to kick in so that you can get out of there and be safe. But what are you choosing right now around emotional fears? Are you choosing to stay safe in your comfort zone, letting fear run the show? Or are you actually willing to move outside the comfort zone? Even though it's going to create these feelings in your body, even though it's going to create the racing heart, the blood pressure change, the digestion issues. Are you willing to move through that and be gentle with yourself? I'm not talking about forcing your way through into the next area. I'm talking about being gentle with yourself, understanding that this is a biological process, taking care of yourself, and also taking that risk that is going to move you toward your goals and your dreams. So the title of this video, this Facebook Live, is Why Your Creative Fear Has Such a Hold on You. That is why. And what to do about it. So here comes the juicy part about what to do about it. Yes, you have all. Mary, I hear ya. I hear ya. Fearless living really changed my life. I did not realize how much I was affected by, again, these fears that I didn't even see because I like to think of myself as strong. I didn't even see them. So I was affected by all of them. I had all those fear responses coming up, didn't understand why I had insomnia, didn't understand. I mean, I knew I was stressed, but I didn't know there was that actual biological fear response underneath all that. So here's what you can do. This is my favorite fearless living tool. If you've been around the community, you know that Saturdays are Stretch Yourself Saturdays here in my Facebook community. Did I say fearless living? It's true in the fearless living community too, but here specifically in our creative group, it's Stretch Yourself Saturday, and it's where we celebrate moving outside the comfort zone. It's where we celebrate when we have not let fear take over, but we have decided that we are going to be the master of our destiny. So here is what you can do when you're faced with fear. All right, so here's that comfort zone again. Here's that comfort zone. just like the little green comfort zone here, okay, fear is all around that comfort zone. Fear is all around it, trying to keep us inside, trying to keep us in our known zone so that we don't move into the unfamiliar, unknown. So the biggest thing you can do to conquer that fear is take some stretches. That is the biggest thing you can do. So what is a stretch? In fearless living terms, a stretch is something that you know you can do, but you probably haven't done it yet. You might be procrastinating on it. You just haven't done it yet. And maybe you're even beating yourself up about not doing it, having that negative self-talk. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. Fear loves that negative self-talk because it helps keep you in that comfort zone. So the biggest thing you can do is take those stretches, because the more you take those stretches, the more you're showing fear and yourself that you are in charge, that you are the master of your life, not fear, that you are not giving in. And as you move forward outside that comfort zone into the stretch zone, doing those things that you know you can do, but you just haven't done them yet, you're building that confidence and you're building that courage. And as you build your confidence and your courage, your comfort zone actually grows. So let's say you feel, I'm going to put, I know for a lot of you, I've talked to a lot of members in the group, and putting your face on a Facebook Live might be not a stretch, but a risk, where there's a real risk of failure, real risk of rejection there, and your body, like those fear responses, are in high alert. And then there's the die, where it's so far out of your comfort zone that you don't think you can do it. Like, oh my gosh, like I physically feel like I might die if I move that far out of the comfort zone. Now, sometimes we do take risks and dies. So those are perfectly good areas. If you want to take a risk, go ahead. But let's say just for now, for the sake of this conversation, that doing a video with your face on it is in your stretch zone. You know you can do it, but you just haven't done it. So let's say you start doing that. You say, okay, fear, I'm not going to let you stop me. So next week, you do your first Facebook Live. You put your face on video. The next week, you do it again. The following week, you do it again. Maybe the following week, you do two, right? Pretty soon, putting your face on video, because you've grown your confidence, you've grown your courageousness, pretty soon, putting your face on video becomes a part of your comfort zone. Now, let me tell you a really super big secret about taking these stretches. You don't get to cut yourself down afterward. You don't get to say, oh my gosh, I did that video and it sucked. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. Because again, that negative self-talk, fear loves it. Fear is going to use it. And fear is going to tell you, oops, wrong one. Fear is going to tell you, jump back into that comfort zone. Get back, Jack. So fear is going to use those thoughts against you. So you want to try, those thoughts might come up. And what you get to do instead of buying into those thoughts is you get to own the fact that you took the risk. Oh, that Facebook video stunk. It was horrible. Yes. And I took the risk. I'm celebrating that I moved out of my comfort zone. I'm celebrating that I did something new. I'm celebrating that I am building my confidence. I am celebrating the stretch, not the outcome, but the action that you took. The action that you took that was taking your life back from fear. So I hope, as you can tell, I'm kind of revved up today. I wasn't even sure I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about this morning. I came on with this, and I'm feeling really pumped and ready to take some of my own risks. I've been doing that a lot lately, and doing it for the sake of the group. I have so many new things coming your way. I think the next one I'll be releasing within the week. I'm so excited. More resources like this to support you in moving forward, to moving out of your creative fears and into your creative vision, into your creative dreams. So I hope I've been of service to you. I would love to hear comments. If you have any insights, please leave them in the comments. It lets me know that I'm on the right track, that I'm serving you. Also, please feel free to like the videos. Like the videos. That the more interaction we have with the videos, with likes and with comments, the more it gets into the feeds of our other artists here in the group and our other creatives. So we want to make sure to spread the love, spread the joy, spread the inspiration. So please leave a comment, please like, even share it. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Get out there, be fearless, share yourself, share your work, express yourself, and most of all, share that beautiful creative spark that's in you. Bye-bye, everyone.